Hey, what's up guys, Zan here. In this video, we'll be playing some Boundless, or as many others like to say, Boundless. So, all joking aside, Boundless is pretty good. As you can see here, it's still pretty early in development. It's really close to its release. In fact, I think it might actually have released already. I'm not sure. I'll have to double check that. But you can see it's your survival sort of game, but this is an MMO, so this is an entire planet, and there's other players on it, and there's a planet right there that I can look at, and people go to those somehow. I haven't made it that far yet. I've just started out. I became a backer some time ago, but I never ended up. I never ended up playing the game too far in because it was an alpha, so I was expecting a lot of resets for data, and of course, as a result of that, I did not try to go very far into the game, and it was I think it was a good idea because they did do a reset, and of course I don't like wasting my work. So now on to what the game really plays like, just what it's like to play, because I'm sure a lot of you have seen this game and have thought, okay, it looks like just another Minecraft copy. And you could say it is if you really wanted to. There's the appeal for me in Boundless was that I was a Skysaga alpha tester. And I've made another video on the death of Skysaga, so I won't get into that because it is a pretty lengthy topic to talk about. I'll link that video in the description. But that was my main appeal, was I was a past Skysaga player, and when the game died, I had nowhere to go, and then Boundless kind of showed its face like, hey, here I am, So, I decided, okay, I have to give this a shot. There's no way I'm just ignoring this opportunity. And then, of course, I became a backer. It was fairly expensive, not too bad, but I can see why they had such a high price. They were doing some extensive development, to say the least. And so far, despite the game's still generally early stage, it's shown a lot of promise. Now, I can't go very long as the old Skysaga player I was without, still being a little sad over the loss of that game. It still bothers me to this day, and I went over that in the other video, but I suppose I'll go over this part specifically. The loss of that game really kind of hurt because it had a unique style. So personally, I'd do basically anything to see that game again. I would absolutely love to see it. And of course, Boundless is not going to be an identical copy because they need to have their own unique idea with the game, and they can't just copy off Radiant Worlds. So I suppose this is going to be something I have to say to the Skysaga players, is that if you really were looking for Skysaga to go back to, you're not going to exactly find it in this, but from what you can clearly see here, it's pretty damn close. And if you really want a game like Skysaga, this is really all you have left until further notice. It's now or never. So, that more sad note aside, and more on topic of what this game is, it's pretty fun. I must say I've had a lot of fun with it so far, and during the testing phase I really had a lot of fun with it. But other than that, I think we'll just go ahead and get this video started. This is going to be a Let's Play series, so that means I don't have to constantly talk about various topics. Rather, I get to just play the game and talk about it, which is a lot easier, by the way, especially if you're running unscripted like this. So, my current goal at hand is to finish up my house and Here we are. I gotta see this tip. It says if you look at a world while holding your totem, and it turned it off. Oh, here we are. If you look at a world while holding your totem, you'll be able to see various markers. There's settlements, which is a gray square, capital, gold square. Come on, damn it. Friends is green circles. Other players is red. Your beacons is orange. Other tracked beacons is green. I guess friends are blue. And saved locations is a orange dot. Hovering over a marker will show your additional details. Coolio. Alrighty. That's nice. I don't have an axe, so I gotta use my totem, which is about to break. What is gnarled grass? My totem is so close to breaking. Doesn't even have a health bar anymore. Yeah, there it goes. Luckily, those are free to craft. I keep hitting the wrong button. It's a habit. I got into No Man's Sky. And I can't stop hitting tab to craft. Now, you know what kind of irritates me is, well, I don't remember. I think... No, never mind. Okay, so one of the backer perks they had was, gosh, that inventory is going to take so long to get used to. One of the backer perks they had was, if you backed, you got some free plots of land, which are, for my little building over here, you have a claim. Oh yeah, here we are. I just have to hit B. And these white outlines is land that I own, and you have to buy more land. I don't think it's with real money, but I think you can get the currency you use to buy land with real money. Of course, I hope they don't take the idea of microtransactions and go with that, because we all know how that goes. So I have confidence that they won't make that mistake. But I was worried for a sec because I thought I didn't get that land, but then I remembered that my backer tier only got me 2 plots or something, and I expanded it up to 7 with some of the starter cash they gave you. Set as home beacon. Strangers cannot warp to this beacon. Let's see. Rename beacon Zan's home. There we are. Hey, look, I got a home now. Look at me. Okay, fuel. That's what I needed. Yeah, so one of the things that really kind of irritates me in terms of this game relative to Skysaga is you don't have a home island. So if you were looking for somewhere private that you'll never lose through the updates, you're not going to have that in this game. That kind of sucks, I think, but yeah, I suppose it works. And unfortunately, since they throw you out onto the main world where any player can be, they have to accommodate for those who are going to go idle for a million years and never come back. And the way they do that is through beacon fuel, which it's very easy to craft this stuff. It's just like, get some leaves, get some timber, I think, leaves and timber, and you can make fuel, and it'll fuel your beacon for like 2 weeks or something. And you can see the amount of time I have here. I have had 1 week on my previous fuel, and then I just added 2. I don't think it'll let you. Yeah, okay. Let's see, on to that. So you have to make sure to log in consistently if you really like your place. You can also invite friends over, or even randoms, you know, and let them teleport. And if you have a big enough of an establishment, you can encourage your settlers, which will be other players, to help fuel your beacon to keep it alive. Because, you know, if they have a house there, they want to live there. And if the place goes, then, oh crap, you know. So they're going to have to fuel it too. I really like that concept. It makes individuals like myself have to, you know, work to maintain their land. Dang goat. And the larger settlements have less work to do because they have people. He's pushing me around. Oh yeah, that reminds me, here is a really neat feature that I wish a lot of other games did, which is smart stacks. One correction here, I think a lot of games might do this, it's just I've never seen one do it. But basically a smart stack is a stack of different objects under the same general category so that you don't waste your inventory space. It's pretty nice. You have the hand system, as you can see in the lower corners of my screen, and you control that with the scroll wheel. the old alt to do the secondary hand, which I said is my right hand. And that's a pretty nice control scheme, I think. Okay, now to finish that house, I gotta turn off builder mode. Gotta get more wood so I can finish the build. Oh yeah, I need to make an axe. That's why I went to the crafting table. Hold on a minute. No, where is it? I think I can make stone tools now, can't I? Yeah, I can. Okay, cool. I'm gonna make stone tools. Means I gotta use my other ones, but you know. Timber. No, I need sticks. Okay, let's see. Yeah. Okay, so what was that? So... Okay. So what do we got here? Oh yeah, I got login bonus. So that's one thing I want to say. This game is gonna go with crates. Not particularly the most, you know, well-viewed thing, but I think the way they're doing it, if I'm thinking correctly, yeah, okay. So it's not RNG crates. As you can see, you actually see what you'll definitely get, and then I think they have a random bonus on top. And qubits are good. I think that's the paid currency, in fact. So the fact that I'm getting it free, more or less, from crates is nice. Oh, cool. And then they have a quick button because the sequence takes a bit, so I'll go ahead and use that. I got myself some coin. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, and you can level up from crates, which just gives you more crates. It's kind of funny. I just did it again. That's great. That's awesome. Okay, I think I like the system. Yeah, that's mighty fine shoulder you have there, Zan. Okay. So I'm going to start out with the tool I need the most, which is the axe. I suppose I can get the hammer next and the shovel. Cool. I can make all of them. I don't know what a spanner is. I've never heard of that. It's a real tool. I know that for a fact. I just don't know what it is. It's almost done. Yeah, so far the game has come across pretty fun. So ideally this little series here is going to pick up the more I go. Because I'm still pretty close to the start of the game. It wasn't a fresh start. Unfortunately, I had already, you know, started off just a tiny bit, but I wasn't very far in at all, as you can see. One of the things I really do like is the deformation of the blocks is not perfectly brittle lined. So you'll especially see that in softer materials like dirt. But basically, when you dig it out, the cubes and stuff won't be perfect cubes. They'll be bent and skewed here and there. Like here, I can just show you this right now. Like here, if I dig this up, you see, like that's a crooked, not perfect. And you know, of course, putting blocks in will straighten it out. Like if I go to my inventory and then get some soil and put that in. It actually still sort of maintains the shape. If you put in a hard block like wood or stone, it'll straighten it out. But if you put in, even if you lay down dirt, it won't be straight, which is kind of a neat touch. Of course, the orange halo around what you're building means it's not safe to build here. You're going to lose your stuff to the natural regeneration. So yeah, that's the other thing, is to stop griefing and stuff. They have terrain will naturally restore to the original state. That's one of the animals. Yeah. Yeah, so terrain will restore itself to the original state it was in prior to being edited. So if you see the brown halo here or orange halo, that means if you build here, it's going to get destroyed. And inside your own plots, it'll show up as green, and I can show and hide my claim. And you can expand this claim with the more plots you allocate for yourself. Oh, cool. Cool. I just leveled up, so now I get another one. Oh, that's great. Wow, look at that. They are really generous with that, aren't they? That's really awesome. Oh, I never remember half the keybinds in this game, so for the start of this, you're going to have to give me some time. I'm sorry. I gotta finish my tools off. Let's see. Oh. Core attributes. Life and protection. Oh, skills. That's what I needed. So what does this do? Spinner. Oh, okay. This is a pretty new system. I was used to the older one, which was just like a giant table of perks, and the further down you went, the better they were. It's kind of like Fallout, kind of, where they had the list that unlocked as you went, except for it was icons and a huge grid. Ah, perfect. I like that. I have a lot of tokens. Look at that. I have 7 of them. Yeah, sure. I'll just go to all of them. Oh, I should have done that one. Boosts everything. Okay. Alrighty, cool. Now let's get building again here. Ah, jeez, I can't remember the damn buttons. One of the other things, I guess I had to compare to Skysaga again, because, that's what I was here for. One of the issues that I have is this is not an aliased inventory like Skysaga had, so for those who are unfamiliar with that, Skysaga's inventory system was pretty simple. You had your main inventory, and then you had your hands, and your hands behaved kind of like loadouts, so rather than putting the item into the slot like this, this game kind of looks like it would do it. It doesn't, which kind of irritates me. But you see, like I have here, it says you have the grass seed in your right hand. It's referenced there, And in Skysaga, I could put this in 2 different slots. The same stat could go here and this slot and here at the same time. And just different hands were different loadouts. But I suppose they did not want to do that here. And I thought that was a really cool idea they had. The idea of, if you want, each hand slot was its own unique loadout. I really want to see that again. That would be something that I really think they ought to do, because it's just so handy. Especially for, well, I guess in terms of the way Skysaga played, it was really handy for dungeons and stuff, because you could just, time to adventure, switch over to your pickaxe in one hand and your shovel in the other or something, and then, here's a dungeon, and then switch over to your sword in one hand and a shield in the other, sort of stuff like that. Or 2 swords if you felt that way. Man, I really miss that. So hopes to them kind of learning from that, because to what I know, a lot of the people who were Skysaga players have at least looked at Boundless. I don't know how many have gotten into it. That's something that's still kind of beyond me. Though again, if you were a player, of the original Skysaga. I think this is the place to go. I have yet to see anything better. So. That was the wrong tool. One of the things that I find kind of interesting in this game is the choice of food items. You have your generic berries and stuff, but you also have beets and yams, which was a really interesting thing to me. The idea of yams, because that's something that was, oh, where was it? What region? Africa. That's what it was, which is kind of interesting, given, you know, the sort of style of the game is kind of references that in its own weird way. I thought that was kind of cool. Kind of like a low-key payoff to that. Okay. Nothing in the queue. Okay. Now, where's that stack at? Excuse me. Oh, that's right. I didn't have a stack because I ran out. One of the mechanics they had here that was also present in Skysaga was, as you can clearly observe, the building weight is what I call it, which is basically where building blocks and other materials have a weight to them, so when you place them down, there's going to be a delay before you can place another one. It all depends. It's perfect. It all depends on what am I thinking of? Just how heavy the material is. That's the word I was looking for. Took me long enough. I don't want my roof to be that low. So now I gotta go find more trees. Oh yeah, one of the things I really did like that I suppose is something really kind of unique on this game's part to an extent was when you spawn, you had the option of picking a world that was gentle or more hardcore if you wanted to start off faster. And what am I thinking here? It's late at night. I can't think straight. It's 5 a.m. Oh, right. So, when you had to pick your world, you had that little totem thing, and you had to load it up with this portal stone or something. I forgot what it was called. And you basically get to pick the exact spot on the world where you go. And you can shoot yourself right down into a settlement if you want, you know. I chose to start myself in the wilderness just because players own settlements, so I thought that would be really weird if there was just some new guy teleporting into the middle of nowhere, or middle of a city. And I prefer the middle of nowhere because of the tutorials as well. You can't really learn the survival aspect as easily if you spawn in somebody else's claim, but to what I know, you can't do that. I don't know for sure, though. I think you can if the person's your friend or something like that, but I don't know. That's just speculation. I have never actually tried to test that. Oh, I'm out of energy. I better eat. I'm very hungry. The eating mechanics in this game are kind of interesting. Not like anything else I've really seen. I don't know if you can overeat. I don't know. I don't know how it moderates how much you've eaten, so I'm not going to eat too much of those. Yeah, but I think that's an interesting concept, or an interesting idea they had with the eating was You see, down at the center of my screen, I have a yellow bar, and it's basically my stamina, which is used as I break blocks, you know, all that jazz. And I can actually recharge my energy by eating. Oops. I'm going to end this episode here pretty soon because this video is getting fairly long and I've done nothing but just sit here for most of it. So my voice is dead and I'm tired too. That's the other thing. So I'm not really caring much about this video's quality. Episode 2 should look a lot better if I end up making episode 2 anytime soon. Rather than pulling the good old, oh, hey guys, here's a random video for you. I'm disappearing now. See ya. You know. Uh-huh. Looks like water works the same as it does in Minecraft. Weird. Thanks for doing this, OCD. I really didn't need to break those blocks, but no, I did. This is why I really don't like having that display. It's annoying. It gets annoying. And then no, it's not self-diagnosed. It's an actual thing. So you can't throw that at me. Okay. Please don't break into my house because my coordinates are showing. I'm not going to hide that next episode. There's no need to. It's too late now. But just don't be that guy, okay? Alrighty, so I'm going to finish putting the roof on my place, and then I'm going to go ahead and end this episode. And we'll start up in episode number 2. Which will never be as good as episode number 9. I'm sorry I had to lay that joke. It was really bad, but you know. It's 5:20 a.m. It's not time to think. It's time to do stupid stuff and then try to justify it. Ooh, that's meta. Oh, I need torches. Episode 2 will contain me making torches for my house. About, I think, freaking 15 seconds. I'm going to be done with this episode. Let's see if I make it. No, I'm not going to make it. I screwed that up too hard. Yes, I did it. Ah.